Gladiator is an action drama film released in 2000, directed by Ridley Scott. Universal, DreamWorks, and Scott Free Productions all come together to produce this 5-time Oscar-winning film. This film's focus is on the main character Maximus Decimus Meridius, who is played by Russell Crowe, and his epic tale of honor, love, loyalty, vengeance, and deceit. The film's mise-en-scene, cinematography, editing, and sound all contribute to vividly capturing the time period and atmosphere in which its characters inhabit. To capture this AD 180 Roman Empire time period and atmosphere, the film is highly dependent on location. Throughout the film, we are taken from the German frontier, then to Spain, then to North Africa, then to the city of Rome, and finally to the capital of the Roman Empire. The beginning of this film takes us to a dreamlike memory of which we see a hand grazing the tops of tall grass in a warm field. Then we are given the face of Maximus, which is a clear signifier that this is his memory. The hand in the field is accompanied with a wedding ring, which also signifies marriage. The children's laughter in the background represents Maximus's 8-year-old son. Then the tan warm tint of the field makes us feel safe and at home, which is the ultimate goal for Maximus. The cinematography in this film begins with selective focus on Maximus's hand while tracking him down the field using a handheld camera to give us the feeling and visual of Maximus and his dream of home. This is his point of view in which the audience is meant to take. A lot of this film has a dark blue tint, but in this opening scene, it is light orange to show the comfortable, warm feeling of life. The speed of motion is real time, but the shot time is long, which signifies his long journey to peace. We are given this same memory at the end of the film, but in a bluer tint, used a lot in the battle scenes, which can represent death and the death of his wife, son, and himself. This dreamlike memory or flashback of Maximus's is shown a total of 4 times throughout this film. Once in the beginning, twice throughout, and once at the end. Before we are brought back to these flashbacks, we are given a shot of Maximus closing his eyes. This happens every time we enter this dreamlike memory to give us a clear idea that we are entering Maximus's mind. This reestablishing shot of the field is extremely significant because it is stressing how important it is to Maximus to get home to his family, and ultimately the goal of the entire film. The non-diegetic sound of children's laughter represents the innocence and happiness of life. We are rarely given either of these two throughout the film. What we are given are diegetic sounds of wind, which signifies cold and winter, and ultimately not home. The sounds of wind gives us a feeling of brutality, which is the opposite of innocence and warmth. Maximus faces the obstacle of being a gladiator, so he hears the sounds of swords clanking, men screaming, and crowds roaring. When he takes himself back into this memory, all we hear is children's laughter, which puts him at peace. Every element is of importance to this film. Every element speaks to the audience as gracefully as Maximus's swordplay. The visual ride that director of photography wants us not only to enjoy the ride, but to hold on and buckle up. The editing of the film cuts deep like a slash from Maximus and pierces our eyes to want more, just as we are in the Colosseum crowd chanting, not to leave out the sounds that bring it all together.